Hello, welcome back to our podcast. I'll just reintroduce myself. I'm Noah, and this is
I'm
Oren.
Oren. Yep.
Yep. He- And for this episode, we're gonna do a sort of little double bill. We're gonna count down our personal top 10 films of 2025. And as it's a new year, we're going to say our most anticipated films of 2026.
Should be
Um,
fun.
should be. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip a coin, heads or tails.
Yeah. We've also,
Or tails,
it's
who's
worth
starting?
pointing out, we have not shared these lists with each other, so it's going to
No,
be a
yeah.
surprise.
I've
And
got no idea what she got. It's
I,
probably some avant-garde bullshit. No, no
I'll
idea.
just say, I think as we go down, we should save certain conversations for later. So if I have something at eight that you have at four, then we'll talk about it when you have it at
Yeah,
four.
I think, well, I know what your number one's going to be. You know what my number one's going to be.
Yeah,
I know
we'll
what
talk
your
about
number
those in a pair.
Because the thing is that your number one is my number two, and your number two is my
Exactly.
number one.
I
And I
was
think
I
we
was
should have a
thinking about it.
debate. I think
I
I think we should have
A
a debate.
debate? I don't know about a debate. Okay.
I
We'll
feel like we
we'll do our
should.
best. We'll do our best.
It's a podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
Anyway, heads or
Cool.
tails.
I'll
This is
go
who
tails.
starts. Okay,
Keep it saucy.
terrible. Flip heads.
Okay.
Right.
You're up first.
My favorite film of
Whoa, whoa,
2025.
whoa, 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 whoa. We're going 10 to 1 here, dude.
Oh, oh,
10 to
of
we're not
course,
going off the bat
yes.
with number one. Yeah, 10
Okay,
to 1.
so number 10 is just a sort of a joke pick, but I
Okay.
had so much fun while watching it. It's Ice Cube's War of the Worlds.
Cannot be serious, bro. Why
I
did you have to go
I
first? We can't
I, I
open the
enjoyed
podcast
it.
with War of the Worlds.
I
What are
enjoyed
we
it.
doing?
I enjoyed it. I was with my mate and we sat there just in hysterics for
I
the
have yet to see it.
whole runtime. And I don't care what people say because
It's a good film.
no, it's not. It's awful. But it's just so because me and my mate we go on a quest to find the worst movie of all time. Our number one worst movie right now is movie 43.
Mm,
But War of the Worlds comes in at number four.
okay.
So
Okay.
we love it. We
It's pretty bad.
absolutely love it. No,
Yeah.
we love it. It's
Mm,
fantastic.
mm.
Yours?
My number 10's Hurry Up Tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
Don't even
I wanted to
start.
keep we should be just make this the 10 worst films of the year and then it'll start to make sense. No, my number 10 is Train Dreams. This is uh the new film by Clint Bentley, who is kind of one half of this like dynamic
I believe
duo
it's in
with
my top 10. Yeah, it
really.
is.
I didn't know
Yeah,
you've seen this film.
I watched it the other night.
Yeah. I mean, we can have a talk about it then because
Yeah,
I think it's really amazing. It's not it's
you'll
not like a perfect film. It does have flaws, which is why it's at number 10, but I I found parts of it to be deeply moving and
hmm
very well acted, well directed and well written movie about just a man's experience in the world and what it meant to be living in America at this time. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Train Dreams number 10.
For my number nine, I'll just remind myself. I put yeah. You're not gonna like this one, but at number nine, I put Sinners.
Okay, we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I have Sinners higher on my list.
I just think that 2026 was a fantastic year for movies, and
Five.
in 2024 it would probably be in my top five. But because this year was so stacked, I
Now
mean, it's just
I'm interested. I'm interested to see what you
it's
have above it. Should
yeah.
be interesting conversation. But
But I mean,
yeah.
I watched it twice. Once with my dad, he loved it,
Mm,
and it's a greatly acted, greatly shot movie.
Mm,
But it does have flaws, in my opinion,
mhm.
which stick out. And you know, I'm not going to call it a snooze fest because it's very fun, but it's just it's not something that I would write home going, that's something that's like got to be one of the
Yeah.
best. It's
It
it's a good movie, no doubt
okay.
about it. It's a good
Well, I
movie.
think I'll be coming back to
Yeah.
it, but I agree
Okay.
with a lot of what you said. My number nine is Sentimental Value, which is a movie I don't think you've
Yes.
seen yet.
I haven't. I've been trying to get tickets to it. It's by one of my favorite directors who did
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies, Oslo, August 31st.
A
Uh,
great Joachim Trier. Yeah.
yeah, and obviously the worst person in the world, which personally I wasn't completely sold on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a big movie for me either.
It's not. I've
But
never really understood the hype behind it, but his Oslo trilogy is
yeah.
phenomenal.
And I feel like this film is closer to me than Worst Person in the World because it's less about one person and is more about a family. And it's about this kind of um kind of generational relationships and the idea that like you pass something on to the next generation and the idea of like what does it mean to have something have sentimental value and is there like
Hmm.
it's also about like artistry. It's about film in many ways. Um, Gorgeously acted movie. I mean, everybody in this movie gives a strong performance. We just heard Paul Thomas Anderson speak about his love for this film and how, you know, he said the best special effect of the year is the performances in this movie, which is probably something I agree with. I think it's amazing, gorgeously shot, amazingly written. You know, I wish it could be higher, but I have some other films above it. So yeah.
Yeah, I again, I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips from it, and it looks like a very, very strong film.
It
And
is.
people seem to really, really like it.
Yeah. You're
Um,
number
my
nine.
eight, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're number eight. Sorry.
So my number eight is something that me and Oren saw together, and that is The Smashing Machine, a film that gets hated on, but in my opinion, I believe it is a good movie. It has many flaws. One of them, the biggest one, being Emily Blunt, who
Hard
is
agree.
who is
Yeah.
my least favorite actress of all time. Uh, Something about her accent just makes me want to die. But it is, in my opinion, it's The Rock's best performance. And sure, it's not a rock solid performance, pun intended, but like it's good. It's a good movie. It's very, very expected, as in the audience knows what's going to happen. It was obviously that like he was going to get into drugs and he was going to come out the other side in the end. But everything else that happens in between, like the scene where she, well, again, spoiler alert. So please skip ahead if you haven't watched the movie and you want to see it. But there is a scene in that movie where she tries to kill herself, and I remember we both were very, very shocked when we saw that. But
Yeah.
also, this movie also showed which brother of the Safdies was really on it, which one was really behind Uncut Gems in Good Time. And
No, I see. No, I kind of disagree with this, and we'll get to the conversation maybe in the debate,
mhm.
but both can be good. You know,
Yeah,
both
I,
Safdies are
I, I,
talented.
I, I just think it's a little bit Hollywoodized,
It
the Smash Machine, but it is beautifully
maybe,
shot.
maybe
The
it's a great
score,
film.
the score is by Nala Sinefro, who
Mm.
is who's an electronic jazz artist that I follow very closely. And when I found out that she was doing the soundtrack, I was like, oh, I don't know, Nala Sinefro or One O Tricks Point Never. I
Yeah.
think those are both. So, in the film score section, uh, that is probably in my top three favorite film scores. Uh,
Mm.
and I just think I just think it's a good movie.
It is.
It's not something that
It did
I'd
make
watch a
my top
million
10.
times, but it'll probably
Um,
make it top 20 now.
yeah, I'm looking at the list now. It made my top 20. It's a good film. I like it quite a bit. Um, you know, Benny Safdie. I think it's probably the weakest thing he's made because I prefer The Curse. If The Curse was a movie, it would definitely be on a top 10 list somewhere for me. But yeah, the Smashing Machine's a good pick. My number eight is a film you haven't seen. I don't know if you've even seen the main movie by this director, but it is Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Cloud.
I've
Um,
watched that movie. I've
you've
watched it.
seen this?
I watched it at the cinema at the Prince Charles.
Really? Okay, well then we can
Yeah,
actually have a discussion about it.
yeah. It's been a very long time. I saw it at the beginning of 2025, right at the
Wow.
beginning. I
I
think it
saw it
was an.
late. This was one of my last watches of the year, and I went in with decently high hopes, and I was like, okay, yeah, people have been talking about this movie. Maybe it will make the top 30, top 20. This movie made the top 10. I love it. I think it's like a great follow-up and companion to Cloud, or sorry, to
Mm,
Cure.
yeah.
I think it is, Kurosawa probably like leveling up in many ways in terms of like how exciting his movies can get. I think the end of this movie is like very propulsive and entertaining.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
if for me, I think what speaks the most about it, and the reason why I didn't make my top 10 is because looking back on it, I do not remember much about this movie at all. Uh, I wouldn't call it forgettable, but one of the great things about movies is how it lives on in your mind. But this one hasn't really made the cut for me.
Interesting.
I do remember certain scenes being quite entertaining.
Hmm.
That's really all I can say about it. I don't remember much else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a
I
solid movie.
yeah. Next up, you're number
Number
eight, I
seven.
believe. Or
Number seven.
God damn it. You're number
You
seven.
got it.
Damn.
So my number seven was Train Dreams.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. I
Uh,
like it.
I came in with high hopes. It looked a bit too Malik for me though, uh, but I was impressed. It's
Yeah,
I forgot the name of the director,
Clint Bentley.
but isn't it one of his first movies?
So he has a
I
thing
know that
going
he's
with
written. Yeah, it's Clint Bentley and someone
and
else.
Greg Kuidar. They're
Yeah,
kind of a
Greg Credo.
duo. Yeah, they kind
Yeah.
of they write all their movies together and kind of trade directing. So Sing
Mhm.
Sing, which came out a few years ago,
So
was
Sing Sing is a great movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good film. But
Um, but I like Train Dreams because it's very aesthetic, and that's all I have to say on it. Uh,
yeah,
it's
great
it's
movie.
it's a great movie. You're number seven.
My number seven is a movie we'll talk about later. My number seven is No Other Choice, which is the new Park Chan-wook film, which I
We
think we'll
we really
save.
will speak about this later. We
Let's
we will
let's
speak
save
about
it.
this
Let's
later.
save it.
You'll see why.
Yeah.
Number
Your number
six.
six.
My number six is something that I thought would be a lot higher when making this list, but maybe not. Begonia, number six.
Mm,
In my opinion, Yorgos Lanthimos' best film since The Lobster. Um, I preferred it to Poor Things. I preferred it 100% to Kinds of Kindness, which I did not like.
neither did I.
Um, I just think it's classic Yorgos, but it's got a little bit of an edge to it. And of course, Jesse Plemons is just becoming an absolutely
Mm,
sort of like my dad said it when we walked out the cinema, and we both said to each other, we said, "This guy is like Philip Seymour Hoffman 2.0, right? He looks a bit like him, and he
he
does
played his
absolutely
son.
like, yeah, exactly." Uh, and Emma Stone, obviously, classic
Mm,
Yorgos actor, given a great performance.
yeah.
And of course, a debut for, I forgot his name,
Oh, yeah.
um,
Aiden Delbus.
Aidan Delbus,
Very
who I
good.
think also gives a really, really strong performance in this.
Mm,
It was something. So like, it's all about her. I'm not an alien, but I always knew in the back of my mind that because it's classic yoga,
spoiler.
she's obviously
Yeah.
going to be an alien. It's quite obvious.
And it changes the movie. It does.
It
Like if
does.
she wasn't an a alien, it's about kind of like disinformation getting lost in the media. But now it's more kind of like about the joke is on you and we lose either way. Even if we're right, we
Exactly.
lose.
Hmm.
So
And
yeah,
it's, it's also funny. Very, very
it
funny
is
in
very funny.
places. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
I like
Uh,
this film quite a bit. It didn't make my top 10, but it's an honorable mention for sure.
yeah, it's a great attempt. Not attempt, it's a great film. You're number six.
My number six is a movie we disagree about. My number six is Weapons. Um, I think this is maybe the theatrical experience of the year for me. I saw this in the movie theaters and I was taken away. I'm a big Zach Cregger guy. I loved Barbarian. I can't wait for his next films. And this movie is literally like it is horror Magnolia. Like it's an extremely well written, well acted, well shot, very kind of deliberate movie that changes every time you watch it. I've seen it twice. I think it's very scary, like legitimately scary. I think it is extremely exciting in places. It's not perfect. It has flaws. I'm willing to accept that, but I think this film's great. Like really, really great. And I'm so happy that it got made.
No.
You know, I
I
was I was nice to you.
it went straight over my head.
I was
Weapons.
nice to you about Smashing Machine,
I
man.
know.
What are we doing? Weapons is
We
an amazing film.
I can respect it, but it went whoosh, whoosh, like evening viewing.
Yeah.
Um, I I preferred the new Final Destination film to Weapons, and I'll just say that now because Weapons for me is so flawed. It's decently acted, uh,
Decently acted. No.
and the music is trash. But
The
again,
music's really good. I mean,
it's
it's
not
not
all
like
about the music.
crazy, but
But like I don't know, it didn't hit for me. But to call it horror magnolia is just disrespect to
it
PTA.
is. It's
Yeah. Anyway,
I
moving
don't want
on.
to say it's better than Magnolia, but
No, please don't.
anyway.
Uh, no,
Your number five. Top
my
five
number
here.
five is something that we agree about, but everyone else disagrees about, or as it seems to be by the Letterboxd
Mm,
reviews. Number five for me is Eddington, a
this
film
is my
that
number
when I
four.
finished it, didn't look at the reviews. I gave it five because it
Yep.
is hindsight is 2020.
It's yeah.
It's
Another strong cinematic experience.
really, it's strong. It's really strong. Joaquin Phoenix just completely pulling out the bag again. Emma Stone again, very good.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's something about films set in COVID era. I really like them. That
Yeah.
it,
We've only
and
gotten a few, but this is definitely the definitive one.
mhm.
This is the one where you're like, this understands
Like a
exactly what that time
COVID
was like.
western, that's sick. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to say to all the people who think, and we're not going to cut this out because I just don't think it needs to. I think it needs to stay in. But me and Oren were having this discussion. I remember after we saw the movie. Movies do not have to agree with your political views to be a good movie, and it's very clear that Eddington upset a lot of people because it's sort of combating
It
wokeness, and
it
even though
it
I disagree with it, I
yeah.
think it is so phenomenal.
I mean
And I
it's
hate everyone who gives it half a star because of what it is.
yeah. I mean it does not
Acknowledge
hold
the
back
film.
on
Mhm.
like any particular group. I mean it's basically like the media did this to us and we're all like it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what side we're on, we're all going down.
I
Which is
I don't
yeah,
think it's a protest against anything. I think it's just what Ari Aster saw during COVID. He saw all these
yeah.
um politically charged rallies. And like, I mean, I'm not going to say that like I agree with it or disagree with it, but it doesn't matter because it's a
It's a
great
great film.
movie, because it's a great feature, and that's it.
And
It
it's
doesn't need to
interesting.
be discussed.
Yeah, I mean, there's been discussion this year about like Pedro Pascal overexposure. which is
Yes,
something I somewhat agree with
I do agree
between
with it.
like
But he is good
material
in this movie.
this, but
But he
like
is good.
you don't.
He does deliver a strong performance in this movie. And
He's
the
quite good.
fantastic, okay, spoilers once again. The fantastic thing about this movie is that twist midway through, with still an hour left, and my dad turns to me. He's like, "What the fuck are we gonna do for the next hour?" Right?
Yeah,
I mean, once he's gone, surely.
I mean, yeah.
But that's the
But
great, and you know the ending is
the ending
so.
is genius. Like it feels like the high point action scene feels like a first person shooter while you're watching it, and then
Yeah.
it moves into just more of Ari Aster's fear of being paralyzed,
Hmm.
which is, you know,
Yes.
something I relate to. But yeah, Eddington is a great pick. It's my number four.
Yes.
My number
All right.
five, my number five is Sinners, which we've discussed.
We've
I
discussed
put
already.
it really high. I think it's like an amazing experience. I think it's like an amazing genre blend of like it's an action movie, it's horror, it's romance, like it's crime, it's musical. Like the movie is a lot of things and not all of it may work for you, but I don't know. Like I thought this movie was like magnetic and just totally engaging.
I
And
can respect that.
yeah, I
I
think
can
it's
respect
great.
that.
You're number four.
Number four for me was something that we had a debate on whether or not it would be acceptable for it to be in the 2025 list, but we decided that it should. And if it was on my 2024 list, it would probably take maybe the number two or perhaps the number one spot.
Mm,
That is Brady Corbett's The Brutalist, which is a visceral, long, epic, uh, and all aspects of this movie is phenomenal. I think the upside down shot of the Statue of Liberty is one of the greatest shots of the 21st century.
I would agree. I
Um,
feel like it will go down as like a shot of the 2020s.
and once again, you know, it's again, this is going to happen so often, but once again, it's the people who can't respect a movie for what it is, saying, "Oh, Adrian Brody doesn't deserve his second Oscar because of his views and what." It doesn't matter. He delivers one probably his best performance of all time, maybe
Mm,
second best. I mean, The Pianist is up there, and Detachment. Uh, but it's it's so like and especially for me, and I'm sure for Oren as well. Uh, the sort of Jewish aspects of the movie is very
mm.
important
A moving
to us.
experience I had watching this film. I saw it with
Uh,
my dad, and he was like, "Yeah,
I
this
think
is very, very strong."
it's really strong, and I love the ending. Uh,
Yeah,
and there are just moments of it where you're just it feels a bit like Homer's The Odyssey, as in it takes you on this journey of this man's life,
mm,
and I just think it's a captivating watch.
yeah. So I think okay. So we're getting to the end of the list. I've mentioned that four is my four is Eddington. My three is The Brutalist,
Hmm.
which we just talked about.
Yeah,
Why don't you give your
my
number
three,
three, and then we'll talk about
and
the top two.
and well, let's first talk about number three because my number three is no other choice.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
let's do it.
I think it is an absolute comedic, dramatic, all rounder. And um, again, I'm being quite embarrassing here, but I forgot the name of the main actor.
I think
Um,
it's Lee Byung-hun.
Lee Byung-hun is one of my favorite Korean actors.
Yeah.
He is stellar in this, and it's quite slow, as in it starts off quite slow. And I remember when I was sitting in the theater. I mean, I watched this a week ago, but I was with my dad and my uncle, and my dad sort of turns to me and said, "Oh, you know, I mean, it's good. It's quite funny,
Hmm.
but by the end, we were all like so captivated by it.
Yeah.
Uh, and you know, the ending is a real like fuck you ending. So ironic
Mm.
that like he's like working for this like 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 he's trying to get this high paying job, and at the end of the movie he's literally, spoiler alert, he's just working on his own with machines. Perhaps Park Chan-wook is making a statement on AI,
Mm.
how AI is taking our jobs, and none of this would have happened in the first place if it wasn't for AI. And I just think it's funny. It's really really funny.
Mm.
In that sort of like Bong Joon-ho Korean movie way, which I really
Yeah.
enjoy.
I I
It's
like how
similar
the
to
film
Parasite
it
in
is, and
like
I
the
like
way
how
that
the
it's
movie like
structured.
yeah, and I like how it moves very naturalistically. Like the plot
Hmm.
events aren't like the descent isn't really as clear. Like the movie doesn't, I don't want to say it like stops and starts, but there's a certain like flow to it that you don't see in a lot of other films about this. And like Park Chan-wook, king of transitions. Like so many, like
Oh,
this is the best edited movie of the year,
it
hands down.
really is. It really, and also I think one of my favorite shots of the year when he's drinking the beer, uh,
Mm.
and it goes inside the beer.
Yeah, I love the
That's a
shot.
fantastic shot.
There's a, I mean, the sequence that takes place on the side of the road, I think is one of the best scenes of the year. One of the best shot scenes of the year. And then, I mean, the movie takes some amazing turns, and
Mhm. Our meeting's going to
it's a
end
great
in
film.
10 minutes, by the way. So
Hmm.
we got to.
Let's yeah, let's take 10 minutes to
Okay.
talk about the top two.
Okay. So, right. So we differ on our top
Hmm.
two, but
I
we
think we
both
should
include the
acknowledge
same
now
movies.
both are the films of the year. Like
Yes.
both are amazing, genius, five-star classic, like instant classics.
Mm.
My number two is Marty Supreme, which is your number one.
And my
And
number two is One Battle After Another, and
yeah,
that's its number one.
yeah.
Now
So
let's talk about it for 9 minutes.
let's get into it. So what should we start with? I feel like we're very fresh off of the Marty
My,
Supreme thing. Like the, I mean,
yeah,
we should just, I mean, the media coverage this movie got before it was even released was like genuinely
phenomenal.
generational. Like people I know
I've
who are
never seen
like,
anything like it.
yeah, people
I've
we know
never,
who aren't into movies were like, I'm gonna
yeah.
see Marty Supreme.
Hmm.
And that's really special that we have like a movie like that. And Chalamet, it's his best performance. I think it's like the second best movie with a Safdie involved. Like it's
But there's only two.
there's like five, but anyway, like it's just an amazing. I like this is an amazing film. It's one of the best sports movies ever made, if not the best. So, I mean, why don't you talk about it? This is your number one.
Um, so this movie is, it has its flaws.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't give a shit because it is absolutely from start to finish a breathtaking, completely classic Safdies in full swing. Uh,
yeah,
Chalamet, I think, has for me one of the most unbelievable arcs for me because I began not liking him, and I am such a Chalamet fan now. Now I've watched that
I love
movie.
the man. I've
He
always loved
is
him.
such a genius in this movie. Every single word, every single phrase, every single scene, he is delivering his
Like
best
he,
performance
I
ever.
mean, I don't want to like minimize everyone else who is involved in this movie because everybody does a great job, but like he is the movie.
He
Timothy
is the
Chalamet
movie.
like is Marty Supreme, and it's like you watch it and you're like, this guy is really trying for something big, and he gets
Yes,
there. Like he gets there.
he really
It's like an
does.
amazing movie to watch because it's like if you care about this kind of thing, we don't get a lot of movies like this, and we don't get like a lot of movies where not only is there like one actor who's holding the whole thing on his shoulders, but he's backed up by amazing direction, perfect writing, incredible
Perfect writing.
supporting cast, like gorgeous visuals, like the whole thing sings, and I love it. I think it's an amazing film.
It is. phenomenally shot. Um, and I think that part of what makes this movie so special is the supporting cast of
Yeah,
Kevin O'Leary, Tyler the Creator, Odessa Azion, right, who are stellar,
yeah,
absolutely stellar,
they're great.
and and it's it from start to finish. I'm on the edge of my seat. It doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter what scene it is. It doesn't matter how small the scene is. It's got me on the edge of my seat.
I would agree.
Absolutely captivating from start to finish. The energy, it's and I said this in my review, it is completely electric. Right? You can
Totally.
feel it is so it's never static. It's always moving,
Yeah.
right? And whilst I love gems, which I still prefer because I have a personal connection to it, but you
This
know,
is the more refined film.
this is more. This is much more sort of less. It's more down to earth, I think.
I think
Well,
it's
they're
more
both
mature.
down to earth. It is more mature, but it's also less mature in the same sense that it's sort of like this little kid trying to do his dream of becoming a tennis player. We actually only have 5 minutes left now, so
Let's
we'll talk about.
let's
But
do it.
I will leave this saying that I think it is such a phenomenal feature. It's in
Yeah.
my top 20 of all time, and
Wow.
uh, and last but not least, and we haven't even mentioned this, best score of the year,
I I might agree, but
hands down,
you know,
best score of the year.
I I could say all the same things about One Battle. I'll just say a quick aside. I've been looking forward to this movie for years. PTA is my favorite filmmaker. This is his biggest movie. I followed every set photo, every title change, every casting news, all of it. I got to the a screening at the BFI IMAX like a few days before it came out. Like I was in my seat, great seats, super excited, and I was expecting the world. Like I was expecting this movie to be one of the greats of the decade. And man, it blew that out of the water. Like it's so good.
It really is.
Like to me, everything about this movie, it makes it like the movie of 2025. I think it's one of Leo's best works. I think Sean Penn gives the greatest performance of this year. I think, I mean, I would
Benicio
put
del
that,
Toro is on top of his game.
yeah. And Chase Infinity, this is her first
Yeah,
film, and
I
she
know.
and she like
It's a
goes against
great,
those guys, and
great.
it's crazy. And I mean, this movie has been like you can tell it's been in PTA's head for the
For
last
ages.
few decades, and it's like to me, it's the apex of his craft. Like it is
It's
like
his first modern set movie since Punch Drunk Love. We took a
yeah,
detour with There Will Be Blood, Inherent Vice, Licorice Pizza, Phantom Thread, and we went back to reality. I mean, the present day, and shit. I mean,
it's great.
it's amazing.
You can the thing
Also,
is,
second best score of the year.
yeah,
Uh, And
I
I think
it,
Leo's acting is fantastic.
it's
And
it's
I
a
think
very to me like a very rare thing where like it takes you away into this fantasy world that is our world. Like it's fully like gets you enveloped in this entire other like story and all these characters and this big world of these like revolutionaries. But really that's just taking place where we live now. And like the idea is to like look at the world around you and think, well, it's like, you know, you add like comedy to it, you can add drama to it, and like this movie is so many things and it changes a lot, has a lot of dimensions, and man, like to me, this movie is stellar, like
it
stellar.
is
I love it.
possibly top three chase scenes of all time. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, it's up there
I'd
with Bullet
say.
for sure.
Uh, and I think it is really well. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson is my favorite living director
Yeah,
as well. Um,
this
and
feels like him reaching the apex to me.
in my opinion, I don't think it's better than There Will Be Blood. I think
No, no, but
but it's
this,
so different. But I was excited when I watched it. I came out very pleased,
yeah,
uh, and it's a great experience. However,
It is.
I think Mighty Supreme, for me personally, as just a personal film, I mean, as much as I liked One Battle, I think that Mighty Supreme, the classic Safdie approach of the Jewish asshole, is so. I mean, it's already ingrained.
Both are great.
Uh,
Yeah.
you got to have that Marty mentality,
Yeah.
um,
Dream big.
dreaming big, and I
Yeah.
think it's very inspirational, and it left a profound impact on me.
Yeah.
And whilst One Battle was fantastic, it didn't leave a massive impact on me. Uh, which
I would
you know,
reverse that, but that's just my
really,
opinion.
well,
Yeah.
please voice your opinion. I think Mighty
Yeah.
Supreme is better on every front. Well, not on every front. I think it excels in every front. The score, the acting, the cinematography, the writing, the direction, everything is an absolute S tier, and it excels, absolutely excels from Wanatrix's score, which I would probably place number two, maybe even number one. His use of the wordless choir, which is used a lot by Tim Hacker, you can see he's influenced by him a lot. And you can see the complete 80s retro feel that we saw in the Smashing Machine, but is accented in this movie. Whilst one battle after another, uh, I believe, although the soundtrack is phenomenal by my second favorite film score composer, um, and is phenomenally acted, it's so great. But for me, I mean, it's not as electric as Mighty Supreme. If one battle released in 2024, it would be number one. Absolutely no question about it. It would be number one. But it's so difficult. It is. In fact, even if this released in 2023, it would be my favorite movie. Right. And, there were some bangers in 2023. I think it's maybe the third, maybe second best movie of the 2020s. It is amazing. It just happens to be that Marty Supreme for me personally was start to finish crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Marty Supreme is definitely a crazier movie. I would say it is a more, you could argue a more stylistically daring film, but at the end of the day, one battle after another is Paul Thomas Anderson, our greatest filmmaker, making the movie of his career. Now, I know people will say, okay, maybe There
Don't
Will
know
Be
what my
Blood
camera.
is, I know
No,
the
sorry.
blur is
Continue,
weird.
continue,
I mean,
continue.
some people will say There Will Be Blood is the best. I would agree with that. Some people say their favorite is Magnolia, which is what you would say.
Let me
But
just switch my
in
camera.
terms
I think
of,
There Will Be Blood is better, but
I mean, it is. But to me, like Paul has been, this is like the film of his entire like career. Like this is what to me it's been building to. Like we got There Will Be Blood, which is like the culmination of the first half of his career. To me, this is the culmination of the second half. Like this is like the partner to There Will Be Blood, not just in terms of quality, but in terms of like just what it is in scale. And like you can feel in PTA's career him going up and him scaling back and him going up and him scaling back. To me, this might be the highest peak he's ever reached, and just in terms of like the
great.
money being used on it, the craft that's at display. Like There Will Be Blood is better, but this movie is bigger. And it has so many ideas on its mind. It leaps decades without even like skipping a beat. Like it has the writing quality of a great novel and the directing quality of one of our great films. And it is like just a total like I was blown away, blown away. Something should be said for the fact that experiencing this movie in a movie theater, like in VistaVision or at IMAX, is better than almost anything else is like way better than anything I've seen in the past 5 years. Like it was unreal. And Marty Supreme, the movie's amazing. I love it. Um, to me, there's a dry, there are dry sections,
I
and
disagree.
I,
100.
I
Where?
think,
Where?
I think the second sequence where they're trying to get the dog in the city is
I
extremely
love that. It's
exciting,
electric.
but narratively feels like it's dragging its wheels in the mud a little bit.
In my opinion, I think that the scene before Perfidia Beverly Hills goes. I mean, all of the sequences before that, most of them for me are just pretty boring. Like I think everything after
You mean
that
the
is
raid on
amazing.
the immigration camp is boring? It's boring
Um,
to you?
I think it's a great first scene, but everything after that, as in the whole thing where she gets pregnant and she's all like, "This pussy don't pop for you," and
Amazing.
it's just
I
it's a little bit. Mm,
I think
it's like
how many you've seen it twice, right?
3 times.
3 times. Okay. I don't know about you, but each time I watch it, I see it as a more emotional movie. Like the
No.
first time I was absolutely like like I think it's the funniest movie of the year, hands down. And like there's jokes in
Yeah,
this movie that hit
I can agree with
amazingly.
that. I can agree with that.
But to me, I would put I don't know, like I would put the conclusion of the film right beside the conclusion of Marty Supreme. And you know how much I love that final shot of Marty Supreme of him looking at his kid. But I would say, when
I
Willow reads the
wasn't.
letter from her mom
I'll just
is
say it here. I didn't like the ending to one battle after another. I didn't like it. It felt very expected. The note is a little bit cliche.
you mean the
Uh,
Sean Penn part?
okay, the Sean Penn part is phenomenal, but I mean, when she reads the letter, she goes, "Be safe out there. I won't." I mean, it's obvious that. I mean, it's quite an obvious ending. I was expecting Paul to be a little bit more creative, uh,
I
but
I mean I would argue Marty Supreme has an obvious ending, but that doesn't make it bad. I think like
I don't
I
think he
mean the
does.
ending to Marty Supreme is
The
revealed in the
ending to Mighty
first.
Supreme is completely not expected. It
No, no.
said said
It's
no no
no,
said by our friend who said I wanted him to like I thought that he
that's
would
not
be
the
in the
ending, that's the
championships.
climax. The climax of the
That is
film is
the ending.
unexpected. The ending of one
The
battle after
ending.
another is not the same as the climax to Marty Supreme. The ending of Marty Supreme is when he meets his son and when he visits Rachel in the hospital, which is basically spoiled
Three
in the
more minutes,
first
by the way.
15 minutes. I'm not saying it's not effective. It's very effective. I'm just saying that I think calling one obvious and the other not is not the most fair.
I'm going to be honest. I think maybe the ending of Mighty Supreme was, I mean, I wouldn't say it was disappointing, but I also wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought that there were still quite a few loose ends uh,
Hmm.
that don't need to be tied up. But when you compare it to the ending of Uncut Gems,
Which is a perfect ending. Yeah.
which I mean, talk
As
about
perfect as
like
endings get.
as perfect as endings get.
Yeah.
Um, and in
But
my opinion, I think the ending to Good Time is one of the most powerful. Uh,
yeah, I think I remember that.
that's one of the standout bits of the movie. But it's just listen. If
It's
I were to
personal
make
preference,
a burger out of both the movies, My Supreme, the beginning would be like a glossy bun, and then the meat there'd be a quadruple patty with every single sauce in the world, and at the bottom, I think there would be a decent bun. Uh, with one battle, I think it would be pretty average bun, very very meaty. And another very average bun. Uh,
Oh, okay, so the average bun at the bottom, is that counting everything post car chase? Because if you're calling the
no,
car chase and the climax of the movie
no.
average,
Everything
okay,
post Sean Penn dying.
but that's like the last 2 seconds of the movie, though. That's like
No, it's
one
not.
scene.
No, it's not.
It's one scene.
It's 5 minutes.
I don't know. I mean,
The last 5 minutes of
it's
Mighty Supreme is the child.
I know, but I wouldn't call the last bun of Marty Supreme. I would call the last bun of Marty Supreme everything from when he gets off the plane in Japan. And I would call the last bun of One Battle everything from when um I guess Willa escapes from
No,
the
by the
war.
last bun, I mean the ending.
Okay. I mean, then I guess I agree with that, even though I would change the beginning of One Battle to like a high quality bun. I think the beginning of One Battle is like it's the prologue that you need. You need it. Like you need it to get the movie going.
Yeah.
And like in separate viewings, I've come around on it as like an essential part of the movie and like introduces you like honestly, maybe one of Paul's best characters in Perfidia. Like just a total like she's such a
Not
great
sure.
character.
Not sure about that.
I don't
I
I'm
think
mm,
I
I think
think
this movie has some of his
I
best
think
work.
that
Like
Bob's one of the best characters he's ever done.
I would say Bob,
I think
I would say
Sensei. I think Sean Penn's character.
eh,
I think
Sean Penn's
Lockjaw
character definitely is a top
Lockjaw. I
something.
would say top three. He's
Top
hilarious.
yeah. He's amazing. I
Anyway,
mean, yeah.
debate over, but we have
We
different
both win.
opinions.
We've both been given
We both
indelible
win.
films.
Now, 2026 is well, movies seem to follow a certain pattern. An on year, then an off year, then an on year, then an off year. 2024 wasn't the best year for movies. 2025 was a banger. So was 2023. Which must mean that 2026 is not going to be a good year. Or
I
is
think it's
it?
going to be quite good.
Or
I think
is
we have a
it?
great lineup.
We have a great lineup. We have sort of um, we've both compiled a top 10.
Yeah.
They are probably quite different. My camera has gone bonky again. Hello. Anyway, um, but lots of promising new movies, and we're going to count them down in our respective lists. And I think because I started last time, you can start this time with your number 10.
My number 10 is I Want Your Sex. I feel like this time we should just instead of just saving a conversation, you should just say what number it is because I feel like this is a more kind of casual list than the
Mm-hmm.
last one. So my number 10 is I Want Your Sex. Is this in your top 10?
That's my number two.
Wow.
It's my number
Wow.
two.
I so we don't know
I'm
a lot
so
about this
excited.
movie.
I know.
It's it's premiering in Sundance. It's definitely coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I mean it stars Olivia Wilde, it stars Cooper Hoffman, um and a bunch of other people including Charlie XCX. It's going to be a big year
Yeah,
for her. But
but it's we haven't seen Greg for a long time.
not in
Uh,
movies.
Not in
Yeah.
movies. We haven't seen him for a while. Um, and the way that this movie has been sort of, I've watched a few interviews. He says it's a great movie,
Mm.
and I love Nowhere. I think again, I said it in our first episode. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. Uh, and I would love to see him continue this because Gregor Araki's movies they aren't very varied. They are very, very much similar to each other, and they have this vibe which can really never really be replicated again. This colorful, these colorful teenagers living their lives,
Mm.
battling sexuality, um, and it's very, very effective. All of his movies. I mean, I've watched the whole Teen Apocalypse trilogy. I would love to watch Smiley Face soon.
It's quite good.
And Mysterious Skin
Yeah.
is something that I've heard nothing but good things about. And
Feels like
Gregor
it's time for him to
Raki.
come back in a major way.
So I really like. I feel like that this movie is not going to get a massive deal of marketing. I wouldn't call Gregor Raki niche,
Isn't it
but
A is it A24? Let me see. It
I
might
don't
be
think it's
independent.
A24. I think it's independent. If it's
Oh, it's
A24,
Black Bear Pictures. Okay.
yes,
So yeah,
so
this is
so
definitely
quite niche.
yeah. Anyway, um
I'm really excited for it because I love Gregor Rocky, and it's been
yeah,
a while, and I'm excited.
yeah, I'm as well. You're number
Um,
10.
my number 10. is uh, Testament of Anley.
Mm, not on my
Uh,
list.
I watched the trailer for it. Interesting movie. I think I would love to see Amanda Seyfried giving her best performance since Twin Peaks: The Return. Uh,
Since the first Reformed, you mean?
oh God, yes, that is a good performance. But that's early, is it not? Actually, no, first
It's
performance
same
is
year, so it depends on the
yeah.
month.
But it's interesting, and it's Brady Corbett co-writing. And last time he wrote, it was an absolute banger.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm excited.
and I'm excited for it. I'm not the biggest fan of period pieces. Uh, I have put Wuthering Heights near the bottom of my list of any movie, and that includes shit like Narnia, which I'm not looking forward to. Uh, I swear, if you have that on your list, I'm going to like. Is it on your list?
It's not. It's a
Okay,
little lower. I put it a lot lower. I
I'm
think I
not.
took
I'm
it
not.
off the
I'm just not going to
26.
watch it.
I'm gonna see it. I'm excited. I'm
No,
looking
no,
forward
fine.
to it because I
I will
trust
see
Greta.
it. I don't like the book.
I
Um,
love the book. That's
I don't like
interesting.
the book. But
Um, yeah,
still, I think it's going to be interesting, and I'd love to see how it goes.
I agree.
You're number nine.
My number nine is a movie that might be released this year, might be a push to next year thing. I had to put it on. It's Bucking Faster. This is the new film from legendary Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog.
When I don't know when his last narrative film was. I have to see.
Ages, ages
It's
ago, I
been a
think.
while and
It's been a really long
it's
time.
it's time, man. Werner is one of the most creative filmmakers we have right now. This is a movie about two, I think twins starring Kate and Rooney
Hmm.
Mara. Um, you know, even the title alone has me interested. I think
Hmm.
this is going to be a really fun. I don't know
Hmm.
what it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be an interesting film at the very least.
Yes.
Um, so yeah,
My
that's my
only
number
hang
nine.
up about it is Werner Herzog was at his best when he was with Klaus Kinski. Uh, what will he be like without Klaus Kinski
Mm.
is anyone's guess.
Or
But
to call New Orleans.
I'm very, very, very excited for it as well.
Yeah,
It's not on my top 10 though, because I don't know if it is releasing this year.
yeah.
My number nine is a film from a director who I'm not the biggest fan of, but the plot is so cool that I can help it put it in the top 10. That is Luca Guadagnino's Artificial.
Mm.
I
This
would
is
love to see an AI film because it is a matter that we need addressed as soon as possible. Uh, and I think no better director to do it than no, I think there are better directors to do it, but I would love to see it by someone like Alex Garland, maybe,
he's busy on Elden
or
Ring.
yeah,
Thank
or
thank God.
or like Yorgos. I think would be quite interesting. Uh, maybe like Lars von
Luca's in the
Trier.
conversation though. Luca
Luke,
definitely has.
I watched After the Hunt.
I did not.
It is so forgettable.
Quite quite bad.
It really wasn't good.
Uh-huh.
Challengers, I wasn't the biggest fan of.
I loved it.
Um, my favorite Luca film is the remake of Suspiria. Uh,
Mm.
Call Me by Your Name, I think, is very good.
I
And
need to see
Bones and All,
Bones
I
and All.
haven't watched. Yeah.
I should see it. But yeah,
However,
this is definitely an
this
honorable
is
mention for me.
this is great, and it's a plot that I'm very very excited to see unfold.
Mm.
Number
My
seven.
number eight is gonna be Tony, which seem like a strange title for people who aren't aware of it. It's a movie directed by Matt Johnson, who directed Blackberry, which was one of the most underrated movies of 2023. It's a film starring Dominic Sessa from The Holdovers, and it's
Yes.
about Anthony Bourdain, who is somebody I admire, somebody who, you know, people are fascinated with. And I I mean I just like the look of it. It's about a young Anthony Bourdain and it's directed by a very funny filmmaker and you have a good actor in this role and I think it's gonna be a good film. And I actually this is one of my bets of the year. I'm betting on this movie being good. So yeah, my number eight is Tony.
Okay. Um, Not something that I would be looking forward to with massively high hopes. Uh, and there's nothing that I hate more than a biopic, but
I
um,
think this is going to be different. I
I'm
really do.
interested. I'm interested. Listen, it's not going to be like Michael. I can tell you that.
No, no.
It's not going to be like
Michael's, I
Michael.
just want to spoil Michael's number one. Number one is Michael.
Yes. Hello. Why is Mike? Hello. Hello, bro. Okay, we're just gonna have to stay like this then. Thanks. Okay, anyway, okay. Uh,
Cut it out.
my number 8 is a film that I'm interested to see the direction that they're going to go in. I'm less excited, more interested. That's John Wick 5. John Wick, I'm just going to say it, is in my top 3 favorite franchises of all time. I love the John Wick movies, and I don't care what anyone says. I absolutely love John Wick, and and I basically the first one came out. I saw it at the cinemas, blown away by it when it's like it was when I was very young, and then I've just been following it. And my dad's a massive John Wick fan. We love all the action. There's nothing like a good old action movie, and Ballerina was shit. But I do. I'm expecting something good for John Wick
Mm,
5. Although spoilers for John Wick 4 seem to have
you did.
died, so I'm not
Yeah.
really sure where it's. Maybe it's going to be a prequel.
I I don't think this film's coming out this year. Um, but I'm looking forward to it, but I am tentative. I feel like four was a good ending, and I'm not quite sure what
It
this
was a
one's
great
gonna
ending.
be. But
I'm not. I'm
yeah, that's a good pick.
again. I'm more interested than excited.
Mm.
Your number 7.
The drama, Christopher Borgli.
So I put the drama at number 4.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
I
I mean,
loved Dream Scenario,
I did
and
as
I
well.
love Robert Pattinson. This
Yeah. And
man, I'm not gay, but this man is my husband, right? Robert Pattinson, although Mickey 17 was a bit of a weak spot, Robert Pattinson is one of the most underrated actors of our generation. He is outstanding, outstanding in Good Time.
mm,
Um, as for Zendaya, I don't care much for her. Uh, I think she's meh, but
I think she's gonna be good in this film.
I'm sure she will. Listen, I'm happy that it's uh, not Jenna Ortega. Uh,
I agree.
because it's really just like a toss up between those two these days. It's like Sydney Sweeney, it's like Sydney Sweeney, Jenna Ortega, or Zendaya, and
Yeah.
I would pick Zendaya out of those three any day. Um,
Yeah.
so
Um,
I just really like Christopher Borgli. I think he's a really really interesting
yeah.
director who I would love to
And
see
this
more from.
and I like this marketing because we don't know much about what the movie actually
Yes,
is. So
we
you're
just
going into
see
it knowing
we
very
just
little.
see a wedding photo. That's all, and
I
my
like it.
camera's gone. But
That's fine.
it's again, it's very very interesting.
Okay.
And I think
My
that
number
Christopher should keep it in shrouds because I
I'd
don't want to
agree.
know anything about it. But go
Mm.
on.
My number six is Disclosure Day, which off mic you were dissing. Um,
Yes.
I cannot wait. I
Um,
mean, the
really?
trailer didn't
Why?
have me
Why?
crazy excited.
Why? Tell me why Disclosure Day excites you. On
The tr
Letterbox, it
Okay.
has probably the worst plot title. Like, if everything was gone tomorrow, what would you miss the most? I don't care. And
I
it's got
mean,
my least favorite actress in it, Emily Blunt.
guys, this is say what you will about it, Steven Spielberg. How bad can it be? Like genuinely, how bad could it be? Like
But The
I mean,
Fablemans
Fablemans
was a
is
good
good.
movie. But
I
Steven
mean, like the
Spielberg
last,
is an old man.
and he's making the film that he wants to make. This is his return to alien storytelling. This looks to be an exciting movie, an
I
action-packed
didn't
movie. It looks like Signs meets like something else. I'm here for it, you
I
know?
don't I don't like Signs, so that's me out.
I like Signs quite a bit.
I don't like M.
Anyway,
Night Shyamalan. Full
I like
stop.
M. Night. Um, but yeah, so
But you know, all power to you. I will probably watch it and we'll see how it
it'll be
goes.
good.
Um, for my number six, seven, I mean, don't make a joke about it. It's not my life. It is Robert Eggers' Werewolf. I am a big Eggers fan. I think Nosferatu was really great, and
Mm.
it might have been, if The Brutalist isn't counted as a 2024 film, it'd probably be my favorite film of 2024. Um,
Um, I mean, I counted Nosferatu as 2025. It just didn't end up in my top 10 because
I'm
it
not counting
wasn't
this 10.
released here until January.
No, I saw it. I'm telling you, man, I saw it in
I
December.
swear that's not
I
true.
saw it in, I swear on my life. I can show you my tickets. Saw it in
No
December.
shot.
Anyway, um, I like Eggers.
Mm.
Um, sure, The Witch for me was all right, and The Northman was a little bit disappointing, but The Lighthouse is The Lighthouse. It's my favorite
Sure.
Eggers movie, and he has he's like Iraqi in the way he has a style. Iraqis being horny teenagers, and Eggers being sort of a gothic fantasy.
Mm.
Uh, and it's similar in the Testament of Anne Lee in the way that I do not like period pieces, but there's something about Robert Eggers' movies that makes me very happy. And the fact that it's A24 only adds to the excitement.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm
And
looking forward to it.
I'm guessing Werewolf might be based on Herman Hesse's Beowulf, maybe. I think that would be really interesting. I'm a big Hesse guy. Uh, but yeah, that's all I have to say on it. There's not much info, but I will be following it closely.
Okay. I I think I skipped your number six. What's your number six?
Yes. My number six is something that you placed very high. It's a film that if it gets pulled off successfully, it will probably be the best film of the year. However, although the director is phenomenal, I don't really know where it's going to be going, and that is The Adventures of Cliff Booth. I am excited for The Adventures of Cliff Booth. I am a Fincher glazer. I will glaze that man to infinity. I think his last film, The Killer, was almost like 10 out of 10. I
Yeah,
loved, and
The
the
Killer
Smith
is
soundtrack
amazing.
is so good and very underrated.
So
Um,
underrated. This
and
is my number one.
Fincher seems to be in a great period of directing. I think Mank was good. I think Gone Girl was phenomenal. He's clearly evolved a lot from his sort of seven Fight Club, um,
The Game.
the game roots, and he's sort of evolved into this uh, really nice, sleek, smooth, well shot, well acted um, guy. Uh,
Yeah.
I think maybe this would be moved up a spot if Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross are scoring it. But I somehow feel like it's going to be unlikely as it's not their sort of film.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll just say this is my number one. Like for me, this is arguably
The greatest collab of
the
all
like a
time.
top three director of all time right now, getting to make a script by the greatest writer right now. Like Quentin to
It's
me
Quentin writing
is,
it.
yeah, he's written the script. This is a
Oh,
Quentin
really?
written film.
Why is he not
And
directing it?
he said he was just like, he was like, I can't be my 10. Like, I just did this. I can't, like, a sequel can't be my 10th film. It has to be bigger. It has to be, like,
Me and Nick
better.
in 10 minutes, by the way. We should do a
Yeah.
third one, obviously. But well, um, yeah. I mean, if Quentin's
This is,
written it,
like,
it's
to
going to
me,
be
like,
okay.
this can't be anything except the greatest movie ever made. Like, it's Fincher, it's Quentin, and it's Brad Pitt. Like, to the sequel to one of my favorite movies.
But but let's think about how these sort of things go when you have a fantastic director, and a fantastic actor, and a fantastic writer,
I'm in
and it all
denial.
smushes together, and it gets.
It
I
gets
don't know
so
where
good.
it could go, and I don't think we need a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel. I don't think we need it.
I have faith that Quentin wrote it well. So,
I'm
I mean,
sure he has.
that's just my that's my 2 cents. That's why it's my number one. But number five is Resident Evil, directed by Zach Kreger. Kreger is the GOAT. He will always be the GOAT. And I've never played a Resident Evil game in my life. I don't know anything about it. I you know, I I can only hope for the best because I mean, he said it himself, this is not going to be a traditional video game adaptation franchise film. This is going to be a movie that bends all of that and really does its own cool thing. Resident Evil is coming 2026. We are so back. Kreger is back. This is so exciting.
No, it's not. Don't laugh. It's not.
This is going to be such a good movie.
No, it's not. Are you joking? Are you actually? Please, for the love of God, do not put that in your top five. Have you
I'm
not watched the
so
Resident Evil movies?
This isn't a sequel to Paul W.S. Anderson's Resident Evil films. This is new lore.
It doesn't matter.
It's
It's
Kreger.
Resident Evil. Oh, but who got
Kreger.
Weapons was ass. Okay, not ass. It was mid. I mean, Barbarian is mid. It's
No,
all
both of these
mid.
films are great. Both of those are amazing.
No, it's not well made.
He's second only to Peel and Aster. That's my take.
Oh my God. Just get out, mate. You're
Keep it
wrong.
real.
Next. My
Your number
number
five.
five is one that I haven't heard too much about, but I'm intentionally leaving it sort of as blank as possible. It is Nirvana, the band, the
Mm,
show, the movie. I'm
great
going to
call.
just quickly get up its letterbox score just so I can show everyone what it's been
Probably going to be
getting.
the funniest movie of the year.
I have very high hopes for it. And I haven't watched Nirvana, the band, the show, but I don't care.
Nor have
Look
I.
at that. Look at that. That is 4 fucking 4. That is outstanding for a comedy movie. Uh, and you best believe I'm going to be at the cinema for it. It's
We should
something
go
that I
together.
have. We will go together.
Cool.
And it's something that, you know, I'm very excited for. Full stop.
I am as well.
Right. Number 2.
My number four is a movie that might not come out this year, but it's Trey Parker's new film with Kendrick Lamar. Apparently, Kendrick's starring in it. He's producing it. Maybe there'll be some original music. Um, Kendrick's one of my favorite artists of all time. Trey
And
Parker and
Trey
Matt Stone
Parker
are
is hilarious.
a hilarious duo. I mean, creators of South Park, Team America, one of the funniest movies of the
Oh,
century. And this is, I mean, if they had a new film out, it would be in my top 10, but this one's with Kendrick, so it's in my top five. I can't wait for this
mm,
movie. I hope it comes out this year. I really do.
yeah. We only have 3 minutes left on this meeting, but I will quickly say,
You should do your four, and then we'll do the top three, and then we'll end
well,
it.
number 4 is the drama, which she talks
Yeah.
about already. Number 2 is I Want Your Sex.
hmm
Number 3, I'm going to only
I
touch
have
upon
two and
briefly.
I have two and three left. and I think we might have
They're
the
the
same
same
movie.
ones.
Yeah, I one of them I think is
Not
different.
no, one is definitely different because I know. I think you know what my number one is. Uh,
Uh-huh. My
and
okay, so why don't we just get my number three out of the way? My number three is Dune Messiah. I know you're not a Dune head.
not
I
Dune head.
am.
I didn't
I
like
am.
Dune
I was
2.
blown away by Dune Part Two. I thought it was my favorite film of 2024. Um, I I experienced it in IMAX, and we were talking a while ago about experiences in movie theater, like experiences and a movie versus an experience. Dune is an ultimate experience. It's Denis, the greatest sci-fi filmmaker still around, doing the biggest possible thing. And this is the third film. It's going to be a time jump. It's going to be, I think, more experimental, which is
I
something
hope
I'm
so.
really looking forward to.
I fucking hope so because it was
Two,
so
two, I thought
predictable.
was plenty experimental. I mean, the black and white cinematography, the gorgeous vistas, the amazing performances. We can only expect great things from this film, and I cannot wait. Dune's
What
Day.
watch it flop like a fish.
Not gonna happen, brother.
My number two is Der Odyssey, the Odyssey,
That's mine as well.
Christopher Nolan, a
We're so
director
back.
who I personally am not the biggest fan of. And people say I'm being controversial for the sake of being controversial, but I'm not. I wasn't the biggest fan of Interstellar, nor was I Inception, or other movies like. I mean, I like Memento, um,
Oppenheimer,
but
I think, is one of the best of the decade.
Tenet, hmm, Oppenheimer was a good movie, and I really hope that Nolan continues his streak of probably 4.5 out of 5 star movies with the Odyssey. We've
I'm
got a,
very, this is, I
the
think,
cast is questionable, although I am very happy to see Benny Safdie. I am not happy to see Matt Damon and Tom Holland and Zendaya in the same movie. We've seen
I,
them in the same movie too many times.
I will say this. I think there will be better films of the year. This is gonna probably be the movie event of the year. I mean, already tickets are selling out for this a year in advance. I mean, the cast, whether you like it or not, is stacked.
Hmm.
Um, this is a epic film. It's a movie getting so much hype. People are genuinely interested in seeing this, and it will be a big, big film this year. So, yeah,
And if you don't see it in IMAX, you might as well just not see it at all. It will
it's
hit
going to be too
differently.
hard to get tickets for. I'm
I
telling you, it's
know,
too
I
hard.
know, I know.
We're
Not
going to have
everyone.
to just compromise at the view.
Okay, listen. As in, if you don't watch it at the cinema, don't watch it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agree. Okay.
Um, good
I
number
think I
two.
know what your number one is. My number
So
two is The
number one
Odyssey.
is is a film that I have watched the teaser for. Was I impressed? Hmm. But it happens to be my favorite plot of the year, and also happens to be one of my favorite directors of all time. That is Digger,
This is not in my list. I
which
mean,
I'm surprised about because you like Tom Cruise.
I mean, I love Tom Cruise. I'm happy he's giving us a serious performance. Does it have to be in an Inarritu movie? I mean,
But
in
look
the
on the
big
bright side, you got
26.
Sandra Huller. She's one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I Inarritu's last movie was Bardo, or a false chronicle of a handful of truths, and I will give you a handful of truths. That movie sucked. Um,
I'll, can I
The
ask
Revenant.
if this movie is a does like if this movie bombs and is like kind of a catastrophe, is it cooked for Inarritu? Is he gonna bounce back from it? Because I feel like now he's on the down tick, but this could be the chance to redeem Bardo and kind of get him back on track in many people's
Let's
eyes.
have a look at his filmography. So he started off really amazing with Amoris Perros, uh, and then continued that streak with films like 21 Grams, Beautiful, and then Babel, which is one of my favorite films, and Birdman, which is my second favorite movie of all time. That's when he peaked, this early era. And then he sort of started to decline a little bit. I liked The Revenant.
I don't.
I know you don't like it, but I think it's good. I think it's really well shot, and I think it's quite well acted. It's not his best, far, far from his best. And then Bardo. Bardo was not good.
Mm.
It flopped.
It's an interesting one. This is going to be interesting in terms of like whether Iñárritu is actually going to get a win with this. Because on one hand, you could see this being like an awards movie. You could see like Cruz getting nominated, Iñárritu getting nominated, Best Picture. Like the cards are there, but something about this movie gives me, for lack of a better phrase, it gives me the ick.
Yes,
So
might
yeah,
be from the title. Uh,
Digger,
a comedy
comedy of
of
catastrophic
catastrophic
proportions.
proportions. Not great.
Classic Iñárritu.
Do I
Um,
think it's going to be a good movie? It is complete toss of a coin.
yeah,
I feel like
possible.
that this movie could either be the worst movie or best movie of all time. I'm just gonna say this can't just be a mid movie. It's got to be either absolutely terrible or absolutely fantastic. And
I think it's gonna be good.
I would really love to see Inari to come back to his Birdman era, where I absolutely love his writing. And
Maybe
it's
he
not just
will.
written by Inarritu, it's written by a handful of other people. Um,
Really.
yeah, it's
Oh
not
wow.
just written by him.
It's a lot of people.
So
But
I'm
yeah,
not sure. I'm not
we'll
sure.
see. This is the ultimate we'll see movie.
Hmm.
But I feel like we have good lists. I'm excited for the year.
I'm very excited for the year.
Nice.
And with that, guys, we are going to sign off.
That
Uh,
about does it.
Thank you for listening, for sticking around to the end. And we will see you in the next episode.
Yeah. See you guys.
See
Bye.
you guys. Bye.